this is Kelly with the Moeller Group, and we are here with Corey from Metro Earthworks. We just helped a buyer buy this home, and what we're trying to do is help them identify any health or safety concerns when it comes to a sewer. So, Corey's going to help us answer a couple questions. Tell us the importance of having a sewer inspection on a home and what is entailed in the sewer inspection.
And that would be the cost to repair. So if you're buying an older home and it ends up, 1800s, 1900s, 1950, and I'd say anything, older than 30 years, you're going to want to check and see what the condition of the sewer is. If there's root infiltration, if there's cracks in the sewer pipe, if there is a belly, anything that a camera would expose, televising the sewer would expose any kind of deficiency that would be occurring in the sewer at the time of purchase. You could kind of negotiate those things during this process instead of having a big surprise hit once you close and then our sewer doesn't work. So and basically entailing is just have a professional come out. They're going to have some specialized equipment, i.e. the sewer's camera, and they should be able to video record and locate any places or areas of deficiency. So if a buyer is going to pay for sewer inspection, they should make sure that they're requesting a copy of that, so that if they are going to competitively bid the work to be fixed, they have a copy that they can send to the other contractors to give them the best information that they have to get the price.
Of a home that a sewer inspection is recommended?
I guess my opinion would be, 30 years is probably young, because now you're, he's aging me a little bit. I would say anything built, I would be concerned anything built before 75 was really, anything older than that is really where you're gonna want to have the inspection done and pay the money. So the newer stuff, when they started using the PVC, you don't see as many problems as you do with like the cast that was used back in the day, the clay that was used back in the day. Pretty much all of those are going to be well past their useful existence. And you're gonna any sewer that's the cast is going to rot out. The clays, it's a crush, or those joints just aren't real watertight. So what happens over time is the plants find that nutritious water down there to feed off of, and they just engulf the pipe and pretty much destroy it. So if there's any root infiltration or holes or cracks, a lot of times there's lateral separation. If at some point ground shifted, you can have a shift, and that can happen at any point. So that can happen on a brand new sewer. So even brand new sewers wouldn't be immune to it. It just would be highly unlikely. But basically anything that would be percolating through the sewer or percolating out or penetrating through is a problem. And a lot of the companies will say, we'll keep an eye on it, or you got some roots, we chop those out every year. Basically, my analogy there is you're dancing with the devil, because it's all going to work until you have a catastrophic failure. If there's something coming into the sewer that is not supposed to be there, it's not meant to be there, your sewer has failed, and it could work for a long time, but then how do you want to fix it? Do you want to fix it in a time that is convenient for you, or do you, Murphy's Law, it's going to always break at the absolute worst time, 30 below
right.
Zero, got the families coming over, and it's 4 feet of frost, and our sewer doesn't work. Dig up the street and it's 4 times as much money. So.
Right. And then the cost of repair varies, from...
It's huge.
It's huge.
Yep.
So can you explain I know.
Yeah.
I know it's a tough one.
That is. So basically that's a pretty long conversation, but the cost would vary. So depending on where the break would be, depending on how the repair is going to be done. Typically, if the repair is going to be inside the road right-of-way area, which would be anywhere from the property line to the city service, you're usually going to be talking a lot more money. You're going to be replacing sidewalk, you're going to be replacing curb, you're going to be replacing road. If those are, I see those less just because inherently, like, the road was built by a road contractor and everything was compacted and you don't have trees sitting in the road, but they still have them in the boulevard right away. So it's you still do get the repairs in the street. It's just not as common.
Okay.
But if it's inside, from the front of the building to the property line or the sidewalk, usually a little less expensive, all depending on how fancy they got with their landscaping. You know, there could be some massive investment in that front yard that
Right.
you have to access that point. So if it's just, you know, if there's nothing there in the front yard, you can pop a, you know, the repair cost is nearly nothing. If, you know, you have some extravagant landscaping, or you have some, you know, pavers or sidewalk or concrete that it happens to be under, or a driveway, many times, unfortunately, costs will go up substantially.
Should homeowners get a sewer inspection? Anything preventative that they should know or do while they own the home?
I guess as far as that goes, that the reality of that will probably unveil itself as they're using the home. You know, if there's going to be an issue with the sewer, they'll be running, you know, taking a shower, running something, and you're going to hear some gurgling, you're going to get some backing up. I don't know if, you know, I'm in the business, so it probably would behoove me to say that, but, you know, it wouldn't hurt every, you know, 10 years, but typically, if you start seeing a problem as it manifests, it hasn't gotten to the point where it, you know, depending on how it failed, because a lot of things you're not going to see. If it's going to be a lateral movement of the pipe, it's going to look fine until it shifts, and then it is what it is. How they respond to the problem, because a lot of times, oh, we have a bunch of roots coming in there, that's going to destroy the sewer eventually. So not necessarily taking, you know, spending too much money in, you know, having their sewer scoped, you know, periodically, if they want the peace of mind of it, you know, yeah, but usually those problems will manifest themselves, and that's kind of when you're going to want to take issue with it.
Take a look at it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So,
Well, thanks so much. Thanks for answering all the questions.
yep, you
Have
bet.
an awesome day.
Yep.